Hi, welcome back to another series. In this series, I will show you step by step in order to starting a program on the hardware, which is the SMF2000 using the Smartfusion2 chip. And if you search on Google, I will put this link in the video description section. Please check it out if you want to follow this series. And this is the price of the whole board containing this Smartfusion2 chip. This is the official company who designed this SMF2000 board for some application of this Smartfusion2 chip. And in order to first run this board or run the program using this board, we need to, of course, purchase this port, and we need to have an appropriate connection. What we need is just simply a USB to USB-C connection. So this is simply just a cable which has one port is the USB in order to connect to your computer, and the other connection is the USB-C to connect to your board. But in this first video of the series, we don't need to connect the board. We just want to set up the whole environment in our local computer in order to start a project on this hardware. And the first document that we need to look at is this document, Software Download and License for LILILLO System on Chip. This is the software that we could use to configure this Smartfusion2 chip. And we can use that LILILLO software in order to configure, in order to design the hardware inside this chip. Design the hardware means design the hardware implementation in the FPGA part of this chip. This is the system on chip. It's called the system on chip Smartfusion2 because it has two main parts. The first part is the micro subsystem controller containing a microcontroller Cortex M3, and the second part is the FPGA where you can design the hardware yourself. And the LILILLO system on chip will allow us to configure the micro subsystem part related to the Cortex M3, and also LILILLO will let us to import the hardware design for the FPGA part if we need to use it. So that's why it's called system on chip, because it integrates two main applications, the microcontroller and the FPGA. And now go back to the main focus of this video. What we need to do is to set up all of the necessary software environment in our local computer in order to start the project. And the first software that we need to download is the LILILLO system on chip. I will put the link of this document in the video description section. Please check it out. And if you scroll down, I will show you the essential part that we need to follow in this document in order to set up the LILILLO system on chip. The first thing, we need to download the LILILLO system on chip. And because my computer is using Windows, so I will just go to this download page. You click on the link and you will get guided to this download page. The first thing you need to do is to create your account. I already create my account over here. And just create an account. You can stop the video over here, create an account, and then you can start to see the video again. And after you create the account in this website, you will go to download software. Here there are two versions. Whatever version you would like to use, but I just use the web installer, so the download will be easier. But when we start to install, it will take time, and you need to have the internet connection if you use the web installer, because it will download the installation from the web. And after you download, you will see something like this. You see I download the web installer version. You just double click the software and you run, and you wait. So because I already installed the Libero system on chip on my computer in this directory, and the directory is the drive G, which is totally different from the main drive C. However, by default, they will recommend you to install the software in the main drive C in order to avoid some linking problem when you start the project. However, I have some problem with my disk space in the main drive C. I need to install it in another drive, which is the G. I will click cancel because I already installed them. For you, please just continue with the instruction. And after you successfully install the Libero, you cannot start to run the Libero yet because we need to have the license. So we go to the step number 3. We need to request a Libero license in order to run the Libero software, and we click on this link. They will guide you to the page where you can download the free license. If you look into this document, you can see that there are two types of license, a paid license or a free license. In our case, we use a free license. So let's go back and check whether the link works. It seems to have some problem. If somehow you cannot open that link for some reason, you can go back to the page where you download your Libero. You can click on here, and the results of the two links are the same. So you can wait a little bit. Yes, you can see the results are the same. So whatever links you use, and then you will request the free license. The license that we will use is this one year disk ID license. We'll click register, and they will have the guidance for you to find the information for the disk ID. So they say regardless of where you install the Libero, for example in my case I installed Libero in the drive G, which is different from the drive C, but the disk ID that I need to put into here for the license should comes from the drive C regardless of where I install my Libero. And if we follow this instruction, we can easily go to the search bar and we type cmd. This is the command prompt, and you can see that we just need to put in the command that they suggested. And here, yes, you can see that the volume 0 number. I need to blur this information because it regards to my personal disk drive, but you can find the corresponding format that they would like us to input into this disk ID, and we click register. After we click register, you can wait around like 1 hour or few days, and the result that you will achieve is this license.data. You can download this license.data file anywhere you like. It doesn't need to be in drive C. I put this license.data in my drive G. And after you download the license, you need to link that license to your Libero software or activate the license in order to run our Libero software. And go to the step 4. They will have step by step how could you activate your download license. And our download license is the no locked. It's not the floating license. We are on a node. A node is like a local computer. We are using a local computer. The Libero on our local computer. So that's why we just need to pay attention to this step 4. And we first open this one, like the control panel. You just type in here control panel, and you go to system and security. System and security here, And after that, just follow, okay, just follow everything the guys here, and it's very straightforward. System and security, and you go to system, for example, and the next thing we need to see is the advanced system setting. It will be here, and we go to the environment variables, and of course I follow the steps, so that's why I create this variable. If you don't have this variable, click on new, and you can type in the variable name. You must input exactly this name for the variable name, exactly this name, you can see exactly that name, and then in the variable name you can browse it. You can browse the directory, or you can browse the file where you browse to the directory where you got the license.data. It means in this directory I need to browse it to this directory where I put my license.data. And after you have the new variable created, add it to the user variables for your local computer, and you click OK. And if there is some changing, this applied button will be brightened where you can click it, and then you click OK. And after that, it means you have successfully activated your DILILLO. We can search in DILILLO system on chip, and you start the program. This is the testing phase. For your case, you should do it too. I say no, I would like no update. And when you start the DILILLO, there's no warning, there's no error, so you can create a new project. You can, yes. This will be in another video. In this video, I just show you how to set up the DILILLO. That's it. And after setting up the DILILLO, the next software that we need to download is the soft console. Here, this is the soft console. I will put this link in the video description of this video description section of this video. Please check it out. According to my teacher advice, we need to download the previous version of the soft console, which is the version 2021.1, and you need to choose which operating system that you want to install your soft console. In my case, I would like to install the soft console for Windows because I'm running Windows, and as my teacher advised, in order to run this project, we somehow prefer Windows operating system to avoid some errors when we run those two programs for our project. If you have Linux or you have other type of operating system, you can download the virtual machine in order to run the Windows inside the virtual machine. And after you download, you can just double click on this software and follow all of the steps and install the soft console easily. And after you install your soft console, you can start to test your soft console software. This is just the workspace where you have to choose which workspace you need to launch. But anyhow, you can choose whatever. For the testing phase of the software to see whether it operates normally on your local computer. And we need to wait for a little bit. And yes, for me, of course, it should be normal since I already run some program, but in your case, maybe it will be a blank page, shows nothing. But as long as you can start the soft console, it's already the good start. So this is the end of the video where I show you how to do the software environment setup in order to start our project on this board, SMF2000 board. Of course, you need to equip yourself with this hardware board and also the connection. This is just a normal connection where you can easily find it in any convenience store. It needs to have two type of connection. One is the USB for this one here, so you can connect the USB to the port of your computer, and the other connection is the USB-C, so it can be connected to your hardware, so we can have the communication set up between our board and our local computer. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope to see you in the next video where we start our first project. Thank you and goodbye.